All right, shares of GameStop are down after hours, almost 4% after we just got their earnings report. They beat on revenue, they missed on the adjusted loss per share. Let's bring in our editor-in-chief, Andy Serwer. Andy, some of us who are old enough to remember Smith Corona typewriters with cartridges kind of think of GameStop in that venue. The retail investors, though, they were loving this stock. What are some of us missing that the retail investors are seeing?
Well, it's only been a year, Adam, actually less than that. Of course, GameStop roared into the public consciousness in late January of this year. Doesn't it seem like years ago now? But it's not been that long. And of course, the stock soared way above $300 a share and then plunged and then rebounded. And for those of you who are familiar with physics, it's not unlike an inelastic collision where you drop a ball from a height and then it rebounds three quarters and three quarters. And there you can see these peaks in January, March, June, September, and November. And now here we go again. And as Inez said, it's all about retail traders. It's not an institutional stock. It's an emotion stock. Of course, it's a meme stock. There's not a whole lot of action here except for the folks on Reddit who have really boosted this thing up, the WSB crowd, and have been riding it. Yes, there is a fundamental story here in terms of the executives have been brought in to turn this thing around. But also, as Inez says, that's still very much a work in progress right now. And the fundamentals over the past 3 years are frankly not so great. Revenue's been declining, losses for the past couple of years. And it is an antiquated business that they hope to revive and turn digital. Right now, a lot of people on WSB like it from their glory days and hope to see it revived. And basically that's the story, that's how it's been trading.
Well, Andy, speaking of how it's been trading, GameStop is up more than 800% so far in 2021. But if we take a look over the past month alone, actually down about 21% here. And as you mentioned, this is a stock that really is trading based on retail investor participation. So how do you think this really changes the paradigm when it comes to thinking about what factors might impact these stock prices, like thinking about consumer savings and whether higher levels of savings may contribute to more retail trading activity, whether going back into the office might stop some of this day trading? How are you thinking about all these factors?
Well, Emily, those are excellent questions. And they're all very new questions because historically, of course, really it was institutions, momentum, growth at any price, those kinds of factors that drove stocks, earnings and interest rates. And when this WSB Reddit revolution hit, it changed the game. And I knew some institutional traders who saw these moves and immediately moved to make the other side of the trade and shorted these stocks and had their hats handed to them. Now, actually, some of these institutional traders follow what these retail groups are doing. And it sort of speaks to decentralized finance, DAOs, which of course are decentralized autonomous organizations, and a whole new wave of thinking. And yes, those waves are informed by things like stimulus checks and RTO, return to office. So I called it a revolution, and I'm not going to take those words back because this is a whole new wave of investment, and it's a whole new way of thinking, a new mentality. And of course, GME is the poster child of that, you guys.
Andy Serwer, thank you for your insight. We got to keep watching GME because that stock up over 800% year to date.